Welcome to That's Good Broncos. I am Brandon Perna, and now that Vance Joseph is the Broncos head coach, I think a David Bowie quote can best describe what's happening at Dove Valley. Well hung, snow white tan. Wait, that's Ziggy Stardust. Sorry, wrong song. I meant to quote David Bowie's Changes. Changes are happening all across the coaching staff. How many? All of them. Before I run through this episode, let's send Wade Phillips off right. Wade's going to Los Angeles, and there's only one way we can properly send Wade out here at That's Good Broncos. You will be missed, Wade. Gif it up. This episode is brought to you by CWHemp.com. Use my promo code That's Good to get 10% off of your order of Charlotte's Web hemp oil. Change fucking gives me real anxiety. If you have anxiety and want a natural supplement, try Charlotte's Web hemp oil and see if it makes a difference for you. I don't have anxiety right now about the coaching changes. Is it the hemp or am I dead inside? God, I hope it's the hemp. All right, so let's try to get up to speed here. A lot's happened with the Broncos over the past couple weeks, and I'm gonna bring us up to speed as if I were a teenage girl. So Kubiak was all like, "See you dicks later. I'm out, and I'm taking my jeans and Super Bowl ring with me." And then John Elway was all like, "Fine, maybe Kyle Shanahan? Nah, I need my restaurant to do better. I'm hiring Vance Joseph," which technically is pronounced Vance Joseph, if you want to be correct about it. Then the Broncos had a press conference, and Vance Joseph, or Joseph, was like, "This job is fucking awesome, and I will interview all of the remaining coaching staff before any decisions are made," which was bullshit, because really they were like, "We're blowing this mother lover up." Wade Phillips was like, "Hey John, I'm pretty good, right?" And John was like, "Yes." So Wade was like, "Hey, well then give me $2 million. And then John was like, "Have fun working for Stan Kroenke in Los Angeles, where their traffic makes our traffic look like the streets of Mayberry." Andy Griffith reference. Then the Broncos special teams coordinator, Joe DeCamillis, pieced the fuck out and said, "I'm going to Jacksonville, where nobody will care if the special teams are good or bad." Plus, Malik Jackson said he'd help me get super fucking laid at Pier Nightclub as long as I bought the first bottle. Then offensive line coach Clancy Barone walked into John Elway's office and was like, "I'm definitely gone, right? I mean, we don't even need to talk about that. Well, I did pretty good with Matt Paradis. Is Matt Paradis good enough to keep? No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna show myself out, John. We are mutually parting ways, right?" And they did. Then former Chargers head coach Mike McCoy called and was like, "Hey, John, the only reason I was fired in San Diego was because I didn't want to fucking move to that shithole LA. And coach a team with a new logo so lazy, it looks like my kid designed it on the first day of her Photoshop class." Elway was like, "Cool, you're in. You were literally the only person on this planet who made Tim Tebow look like he could almost pass as an NFL quarterback. I've got 2 guys now here in Denver who need a little massaging. Once you massage those 2 guys, I want you to try and turn Siemin or Lynch into a very good starter for this offense. If you can do that, the job's yours." McCoy's like, "I can do it." And so now here we are. Wade Phillips is gone. Yes, that sucks. We all loved Wade. But a lot of you are being extremely dramatic on Twitter about it. This appeared to be a money move for the Broncos, but I just want to say the only guy I'd want taking over for Wade Phillips is the defensive backs coach, Joe Woods. I didn't even know his name when this season started, but I asked about him after watching him work with the secondary every day at practice. Wade was and is a great coach, but remember, a coach is really only as good as his players. The defense is still fucking stacked, like cups or Legos or other things you stack. And Joe Woods is a guy the players on the defense know and respect. After all, the secondary had its best 2 seasons under Joe Woods. The Broncos are so high on him that they decided if they had to choose between Wade and Woods, they wanted Woods. Now, as the old saying goes in football, you wade in the water, but you slaughter fucking deer, turkey, and squirrels in the woods. Sometimes a bear if you're lucky. That's why Woods is the defensive coordinator. Plus, Chris Harris told ESPN that he thought Joe Woods was a genius, saying he has done wonders with our group. He would be an awesome choice. Now, Vance Joseph ran a 4-3 defense in Miami. Denver runs a 3-4. But really, most teams sort of run both. Don't worry about that. Joseph will allow the defensive coordinator to run the defense that best suits the personnel. Mike McCoy, a familiar face in Denver, landed his first head coaching gig after having a playoff win with the worst throwing quarterback in the history of the NFL, Tim Tebow, and then having great success with Peyton Manning, which is like me saying my mouth has success every time I eat tacos. It's gonna happen. McCoy will build an offensive scheme that fits the player's strengths. He did that with Tebow, which means he got a playoff win with a running back playing quarterback. Remember, that's impressive. McCoy came over with Josh McDaniels, which means he must be a smart X's and O's guy, right? I have no idea if he is the right choice. Only time will tell. If the Broncos improve that offensive line, I like McCoy's chances to work with Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Bash Anderson, and Booker in his second year, and hopefully a Christian McCaffrey. McCoy is a strong sign, in my opinion, that Paxton Lynch has a better chance at starting next season. I sneezed because that's a bold prediction. I sneezed again for confirmation. So, Siemin, if you are listening, work your ass off. Get faster. I'll run sprints with you and agility drills with you every day. Also, you need to throw as many footballs as you can so that when training camp starts, you are so accurate, nobody can deny you. I will say this about Mike McCoy. I think when a head coach reverts back to a coordinating position, they typically have success. A lot is getting taken off of Mike McCoy's plate so he can just coach offense. When Gary Kubiak left Houston and went to Baltimore, he had success there with the Ravens offense. When Josh McDaniels went back to New England, he had a lot of success. So I think, despite how the Chargers season went and everybody's looking at the Chargers record or how the Dolphins ended in the playoffs, I think those things are a little irrelevant because what Mike McCoy will be doing in Denver is different than what he was doing in San Diego, and what Vance Joseph was doing in Miami will be different than what he's doing in Denver. So I say give him a chance. We need time to see how everything pans out, but I do like the fact that Mike McCoy is going back to a coordinating position, especially after having head coaching experience. I think that can only benefit the Broncos organization, the Broncos offense, and with a first-time head coach in Vance Joseph, having a former head coach as your offensive coordinator, I think is a strong move by the Broncos. Am I optimistic? Of course. I have to believe in this team every fucking year, or else why would I do a YouTube show over 450 episodes about the goddamn Broncos? I wouldn't be a good fan, would I? That's it. I will be back Sunday night or Monday with more NFL and Broncos videos. It's going to be a great football freaking weekend. Happy Friday the 13th, and USA! USA! Ah! Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Make sure you subscribe here. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna, but only after you subscribe to this channel. And 10% off your Charlotte's Web hemp oil at cwhemp.com with the promo code That's Good. 2017, crazy start for the Broncos.